whenever you happen to see this video. And I am filming this on May 1st. Let's see what collective needs to know at this time. What does the collective need to know at this time? Hobby. Two-faced. Why and anxiety? Hobby. Some of you may be painting, creating something, possibly gardening. This is so weird. I see shadow self and two-faced. A new outlook. I feel like this is somebody. I feel like either you feel like, well, I swear I did a reading like this before. Like, does someone think that they're two-faced? Like they're not, like they're putting up a mask? Is someone putting up a mask about something? It doesn't necessarily have to be like a two-faced person, but it could be someone is not showing. Yeah, see, heartbreak is in the bottom. Heartbroken. Okay, all right. The hobby, shadow self, not new outlook. I feel like some of you are at this place where you have been working on your shadow. I know some people, they alchemize, they transmute the energy, negative energy, because we have anxiety here. So some of you, maybe whenever you're feeling anxious, you may be trying different methods of trying to ease the anxiety that you're experiencing. Some of you may be questioning why you're anxious. I could relate to this because, you know, I think like this is coming up. I think some of you may be empaths. Some of you may be experiencing some emotions that are even yours that you may be picking up on. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because not only because of me, but because of stuff that I saw online. And it was something about when you start to, like, all of a sudden you feel some surge of emotion that comes out of nowhere. You have to ask yourself, is this are these my feelings? And you're like, okay, if you can identify it, if you're not sure, you ask, okay, what is going on right now that can possibly be the reason why I feel this way? And if you cannot come with a valid reason, and valid to you, because whatever you feel is valid. The reasons why you feel it, they're valid. If it's something that you can validate from your own experience, then that's how you know that you need to work on yourself. This is what's going to allow you to heal. This is what's going to allow you to work on some inner wounds that you may have that have been triggered in some way, right? Any pain from past pain, you know, any look at desperation, desperate, and I just did a reading, and these cards were there, and I did a pre-shuffle for that reading, and I saw anxiety, I saw the why, I saw the two-phase, you know. So this is today's energy. Yes, I feel like some of you may be getting a better understanding of the way you're feeling, and or this is me trying to help you understand that if you are feeling or having experiences, emotional experiences, and you can't figure out where it's coming from, you ask yourself, what is going on in my life right now that is causing me to feel this way? And then you have to ask, why do I feel this way about whatever the situation is? If you cannot answer that question with a valid reason for yourself that can help you, find some sort of solution or give you something that will provide you a new outlook on whatever the problem is, situation, issue, person, whatever. But if you cannot come up with something, and it's like these feelings are like so strong, you're possibly picking up on other people's emotions, and that's how you know you're an empath. Now with the two-faced card, this is you could be either dealing with someone who is two-faced, but you're picking up on some feelings, some vibes from them, or you can be at this place where you have experienced heartbreak and a sense of separation or desperation. Why is this separation? And okay, I see why. Because I said separation and I see this card, the Friends card, and you see that there's this like bridge that is starting to mend, get back together, right? I feel like you may be masking whatever emotions you're feeling at this time. And that's where the two-faced is coming in. It could be you may be going through a difficult time right now, and that is causing some sort of anxiety in you. You may be questioning, why is this happening? Why did this happen to me? And it's caused you some pain. But with the heartbreak that you've experienced, it's allowing you to really go within and it possibly revisit a hobby that is bringing you some sort of comfort, or allowing you to reconnect with yourself in some way. Reconnect with maybe your inner child, the bad girl or bad boy inside of you. The devil on your shoulder. But I feel like it's like you're becoming friends with your shadow. And it's what's bringing you more strength. It's allowing you to strengthen your roots, be more grounded in yourself, grounded in your emotions, grounded in your inner knowing, And it's so funny that the feminine energy card is there. You see, when you feel deeply rooted, connected to earth. And when you start to realize that, it's like you feel like you're blooming, You're blooming. You may feel that way. That may resonate with some of you. But I feel like with the new outlook, I think that's what's allowing you to mend something within yourself. Because I said separation, but when I look at this and I mentioned mending, what they call it, mending bridges, mending friendships, or mending, something's being mending what's broken. Because you see that bridge, it's like all the little puzzle pieces are coming off, or have fallen off, but then it's like you're putting yourself together, you're picking up the pieces and you're putting them all together so that you could become whole. And with you doing that, it's allowing you to look at things from a different perspective. It even has you questioning, why do you feel anxious? Why do you feel a certain way? You no longer feel the need to mask and pretend to be something that you're not, and you can be your authentic self. And then you could possibly be doing or going back to things that bring you some sort of fulfillment, that allow you to be centered and grounded, allows you to be creative, allows you to share your creativity with other people. So I feel like, that's a lot of energy for today, now that I think about it. But I feel like that's what's going on right now. And especially since I was doing the pre-shuffle before this ring, the pre-shuffle, because I filmed another video, and today's May 1st, by the way, if I haven't mentioned that. So it's like you learn something about yourself, you're learning, you're questioning, and you're reflecting, you're reflecting on yourself, experiences, your past heartbreaks, the times that you felt desperate, like things weren't going your way, and you know, like here, and you felt like you had to mask it, but it's not like that anymore. So yeah, that's the current energy for today. I don't know who's going to resonate with this reading, but I really like it. You know, you're going to learn something about yourself. Hopefully I gave you some, you know, something to think about, especially when it comes to being an empath, because when I realized that I was feeling emotions and I really questioned why did I feel that way, I realized, I'm like, I don't have a reason to be feeling this. Why am I feeling this? And then once I started to do that, that frees you. That's a very freeing experience, you know, because you're like, this weight on my shoulder that I've been carrying for God knows how long, I don't need to carry because it's not my weight, you know. Once I realized that, and I'm sharing this because I hope someone hears this and this helps, you know, lift a weight off your shoulders, that some of the emotions that if you cannot justify the way you feel, then it's probably not even your feelings. You're feeling someone else's stress, sadness, depression, anxiety, anger, rage, lust, you know. That's how sensitive empaths are, you know. There's this joke, this meme I saw, and I'm gonna end the video soon, where the person says you can't be horny around an empath because we will sense it. And it's true, because I could feel the sexual energy from somebody else, and I feel it, and I'm like, wait, I'm not, like, I don't got no connection with this person. Why do I feel this way? You know, and it's because I can sense their sexual energy, you know. So so I just wanted to share that with you. Hopefully that helps you in some way. If it does, please like, share, and subscribe to Artemis Oracle. My name is Tan. I am your reader, and I'm wishing you a lovely day or evening ahead. Bye.